What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another highly combustible reaction. We're jumping in the next one on Peter's Sickly Journey, aka P.D.Q. Bach, Oedipus Tex, Dramatic Oratorio. Let's go on the journey, see what we got. Shout out to Don Keydonk for the request. He said it's better if you've heard of Oedipus Rex from Sophocles, because this is a very loosely related thing, what I'm being told. So apparently, Oedipus Rex, also known as Oedipus the King, a Greek tragedy written by Sophocles, follows the story of Oedipus, the king of Thebes, who's determined to rid the city of a devastating plague. He learns from the oracle that the plague will only end when the murder of the former king Laius is found and punished. As Oedipus investigates, he gradually uncovers the horrifying truth that he himself is the killer and has unknowingly fulfilled a prophecy that he would kill his father and marry his mother. This is a tragedy indeed. Wow. When the truth is revealed, his wife and mother, Yocasta, takes her own life, and Oedipus blinds himself in despair before going into exile. The play explores themes of fate, free will, and the limits of human knowledge. So, what I'm getting at it is that it is very loosely related somehow. Let's jump in. Let's check it out together. Let's see his version of said tragedy. Gonna get that?
This is the law offices of Hambert, Rendricks, and Loss. Mr. Hambert has been disbarred, and Mr. Rendricks is temporarily on the lam. But if you'd like to leave a message for Mr. Loss, begin talking after the beep.
Hello, Mr. Loss. This is Professor Shickley, the guy who wants to sue the American Musicological Junta to get them to reinstate me. Well, I finally obtained a list of the charges against me, the things that led them to expel me, and it seems to me that I can easily defend myself on all four of these counts. Let's see, the first one accuses me of commercializing art. Now, this concerns a decision that I had absolutely nothing to do with and that I was completely powerless to prevent. I know that a lot of performing arts organizations are in dire financial straits these days, but I agree 100% with the AMJ that the idea of selling commercial time in the middle of a musical composition is utterly abhorrent. But like I say, there was nothing I could do about it, and I felt that I had to do whatever was necessary to get the piece in front of the public. Because I think that anybody who has heard this work will agree that whatever its merits are musically wise speaking, it's an extremely important work historically wise speaking. I don't think anyone, and I'm including the biggies here, Haydn, Mozart, whoever, I don't think anyone has created a more revealing portrait of the town of Thebes Gulch, Texas, than P.D.Q. Bach did in his dramatic oratorio, Oedipus Tex.
Oh, here we go. What a damn intro. Like the Wild West version? tragedy. If it's a tragedy, why does it make me feel happy? Don't warn him about the tragedy. No point. It's fantastic. Phenomenal choir. I like how it moves my eyeballs, traveling through my ears. I think that there is absolutely no doubt that it's a tragedy. It's fantastic in my ears, though. I love every moment of it.
Now that our Greek chorus has finally wound down, we'll be proceeding with our story, of which the moral is: anybody who thinks he has it made in the shade, who thinks he knows it all, he's headed for a fall. Sooner or later he's going to have to take his lumps. And speaking of lumps, here comes our protagonist.
Speaking of lumps, here comes our protagonist.
Howdy there, I'm Oedipus Tex.
Oh,
what I said.
so they're related. I got it. So it's,
But my friends just call me Ed. I had some trouble coming into town. There are things a man cannot take lying down. I was riding through the gulch, which ain't too big, when I met some fellers in a double rig. They said, step aside, and I said, how about you? Ain't no one tells this cowboy what to do. So me, I wouldn't budge, and they just sat. Until I shot them all, and that was that.
That was that.
Howdy there, I'm Oedipus Tex. You may have heard of my brother Rex. Yeah, I'm Oedipus Tex, that's what I said. But my friends
They just call me
just
Ed.
call me Ed.
Oh, donkey donk, what you
When I
doing to
came
me?
into this town, there was a Bigfoot hanging round. He'd hit you with a riddle, and here's the deal. If you didn't get it right, you were his meal. So I went out and found him in his spot. And I said, okay, Bigfoot, give me your best shot. What starts out on 4 legs, then goes round on 2, and finally walks on 3 before it's through? Well, a baby, then a man, I said, that's plain. And finally an old geezer with his cane. Now, Bigfoot, all he did was kind of wince. And you better believe he ain't been heard from since. Well, howdy there. I'm Oedipus Tex. I'm
Oedipus Tex beat Bigfoot at his own riddle
a
game.
hero. You may have heard of my brother Rex. Yeah, I'm Oedipus Tex. That's what I said. You heard me, but my friends just call me Ed.
I feel like I need like a super good live version of this. Cause I got so much going on in my head right now. I picture him with 6 shooters on.
Oft at night, when the coyotes are calling my name, makes me wonder if it's time to travel home.
Probably when the coyotes even know your name.
Oft at night, when the moon is a-shining, I wonder if my heart is saying, saddle up at dawn. Lately, seems like my thoughts turn to ladies. Now please don't get me wrong, I love my pony best of all. But oft at night, when the coyotes are whining, the moon is a-shining, and everything is still. I hear that old familiar call. But you know, I kind of like this town. I think I'll find me a woman to settle down.
Hey.
Good folks and plenty of space. Besides, it's nice to be in a place where everybody knows old Oedipus Tex. The brother of the legendary Rex. Yeah, I'm Oedipus Tex. That's what I said. But you know, my friends just call me Ed. Well, you know me, I'm Oedipus Tex. I'm just as ornery as my brother Rex. Yeah, I'm Oedipus Tex, that's what I said. But you know, my friends just call me Ed. Well, howdy, 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 I'm Oedipus Tex. Someday I'd kinda like to know whatever happened to my older brother Rex. Yeah, Oedipus, 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 that's what I say. But my friends, just call me Ed.
It's brilliant. It's a masterpiece. There's so much going. I gotta see him with his hat and his 6 guns and his spurs clinking around when he walks. I see it.
Before he found the woman of his dreams.
All right, we're falling in love.
Her name was Billy Joe Castor, the queen of the rodeo.
Of course, it has to be the rodeo queen and all her sequins.
My heart is a hound, and he's baying at you. Don't chase him away. Let him in, let him stay. And I know he will always be true.
She's laying for you. Don't shoo her away. Let her roost, let her stay. And I know you will never be blue.
I couldn't blame you if you said you hated me, Billy Joe, seeing as how I shot your husband and all. But, well, the way I look at it, he was too old for you anyway. You need a young man's love. And I do love you, BJ. I honestly love you. My heart is a bull, and he's charging at you. Oh, don't step aside. Do not run, do not hide. 'Cause I know he's the right bull for you.
A man's gotta do what a man's gotta do, Ed. And the way I figure it, if you hadn't have killed him, he probably would have died of something else eventually anyway.
You think?
I love you, Ed. I honestly love you. I really do.
What's her heart this time?
No kidding. I love you lots and lots. Why, I love you so much.
Honey, we gotta sing here.
Our hearts are a team, and they've only begun. There's so far to go.
But there's one thing we know,
And it's two hearts are better than one. Oh yes, it's two hearts are better than one. Believe me, two hearts are better than one. I love you, Billy Joe.
I love you, Ed.
I honestly honestly love you.
Oh no, is he gonna find out that it's his mother too? Oh no, I wasn't even thinking about how close the stories could be.
Fly in the ointment. The town was plagued with plague. Everywhere you looked, people were dropping like flies. So right after they got back from their honeymoon, they went to see Madame Peep, a shepherdess who did some fortune telling on
The oracle? He's gonna find it out.
among other things. And they asked her why the town was plagued with plague. And she told them they didn't really want to know. And Oedipus said, tell me anyway. And Madame Peep said, you asked for it.
No. God.
You murdered your father, you married your mother, you rascal. You're my kind of guy. Your aunt is your sister, your uncle's your brother, you rascal. You're my kind of guy.
Oh, it's fantastic.
When you were a baby, they tried to persuade me to take you and leave you to die. I just couldn't do it. I tried, but I blew it. Let's face it. You're my kind of guy.
Oh, what the
The
fuck?
goods are ticked off and now someone must pay. The goods are ticked off and now someone must pay. The plague on this town will be hanging around till you leave here. Now don't ask me why. So if you vamoose, you will turn us folks loose, and you'll always be my kind of guy. The goods are ticked off, and now someone must pay. Olé! The
Olé!
goods are ticked off, and now someone must pay. The things you have done, well, they must have been fun. You're a rascal. You're my kind of guy. But someone must suffer, and listen here, Buster, you know that. It ain't gonna be
This took a wild ass turn. Oh no, there is some country places. Just saying. Not gonna cast any shade.
She went back to the ranch and got herself some rope and flung it over the branch of her favorite tree. And as she tied a hangman's knot, she sang this little ditty.
This little ditty.
Goodbye, cruel world. I've had enough of you. There's nothing you can do to me that hasn't already been done. Goodbye, cruel world. You got it in for me because I'm royalty. But queens are just like anyone else. Queens are just like anyone else, you know. Queens just want to have fun.
Queens just wanna have fun.
I've had enough of this. I've had enough of this. The time has come to settle the score. Goodbye, cruel world. Your fun is over now. In just a moment now. You won't have good old Billy Joe. You won't have good old Billy Joe Casper. time has come, but now the time has come, but now the time has come to tell you. I found myself someone new.
This is a whole damn journey, a whole tale. Assuming she did it. That's what the.
When Oedipus heard what she had done, he was really nonplussed. He didn't hardly know what to do with himself, and rushing to her side in a fit of grief, he took the rhinestone barrettes from her hair and put out both his eyes. As soon as he had put out both his eyes, he kind of wished he hadn't. And he cried out to anyone who...
You can see it happening. He's so upset. Take this rhinestone from her hair and gouge out my eyes. And then say, oh, damn. I really wish I hadn't done that.
My eyes! My eyes! Now, what am I gonna do for eyes?
Nothing. It's a dark and twisty tale. Oh my God. Little I've been working on the railroad tune. That's kind of what comedy is, though, right? Tragedy plus time equals comedy.
This is a tragedy. No doubt about it. Tragedy. story is, of course, don't love your mother, partner, save it for your horse. I guarantee you will be filled with great remorse if you give your mom the love you should be saving for your horse. Save it for your horse. You've got to save it for your horse.
You gotta save your mother's love for your horse.
Prisoner of remorse. Take love and save it for your horse. Save it for your horse.
It's fantastic.
You've got to save it for your horse. Don't be a prisoner of remorse. Take love and save it for your horse. Save it for your horse. You've got to save it for your horse. Don't be a prisoner of remorse.
Oh my God.
Take love and save it for your horse.
Save it for you, save it for your, save it for your horse. Do yourself a favor, partner, save it for your horse. Do not let yourself become a prisoner of remorse. Take it up and save it, save it, save it, save it, save it for your horse. I'm talking save it, save it, save it for your horse.
Hey, when you end with the little whirly thing there at the end, come on, it is freaking brilliant. I don't need visuals. Like, I would love to see somebody do like some sort of an animation would probably be cool, or like to see them have performed it live. When you get an ensemble like that together, typically they're doing something serious, and you want to sit down, like pay attention and be serious, and it just like breaks all the rules, and I absolutely love it that it does. That there are people out there howling at this, or laughing and pissing their pants laughing at it, and it's just so classical and so, I don't know, it's bizarre in my mind. It shouldn't work, but it does. I'm glad that he like broke all boundaries with it. Super tragic tale. Get over and show Peter Shigley all the love in the world. God rest his soul. Go show Rare Classics the love. Smash the like button if you liked it. The dislike button, but I won't believe you. Tell the next one about the Combustible. You guys be happy, healthy, safe. I love you to the moon and back. Peace.